What up, cheers? Welcome to TSG UNCUT. I'm your host, Shaun C. Welcome to another live stream edition of some stuff. Okay. um, today, today's video. Today's video, I was actually going to make a whole video about this, right? I had enough clips. I was like, you know what? Let's do a video. But today, I've been working on a bunch of stuff. I got some stuff coming up, right? That's gonna need my attention. So I've just been kind of busy. And I didn't have a topic today. I did not have a topic, but I did, and I do have a bunch of folders. And this folder popped up today. This folder about women who overestimate their value. And as I started going through these clips, it just made me realize the bigger problem that we have right now in regards to what we're seeing out here, right? Whether it be just dealing with people, dating and relationships, marriage, all these stuff, right? Just dealing with people in general. You have a society full of people who grossly overestimate their own value, right? Just it's damn near diabolical. It's or I wouldn't even say diabolical. I would say it's insanity, right? I'm gonna tell y'all why we get more people in here. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. I was dating this girl a long time ago. Let's call her name Janelle, right? Let's call her Janelle. I dated Janelle, and Janelle was cute at best. But I would say that she was cute at best. that's what I'm gonna say. I hate to put it that way, right? I thought she was cute. I liked her personality. She had some curvy spots that I liked. And it was all good, right? It was all good. Because I love someone that's a good person, got a good personality. But there was something I started to notice about Janelle. Okay. Janelle was very, very dark skinned girl. I'm talking about like she was a few shades cranked up from where I'm at. I'm talking about pretty dark. Okay. But she was cute. She keep herself up. At least she used to. Right. But Janelle was always looking at herself in the mirror. Janelle was always talking about how good she looked. Janelle was always talking about, I know I look good. Janelle started doing more of that. And the more she started doing that, the more I'd look at her like, Janelle, you, in my head, because I didn't try to put her down in person, but I was like, Janelle, you cute at best. At best. I would say she was average. I would call her average. Okay. The only thing that I would say is she was cute and she didn't have to wear a lot of makeup. Though she started wearing more makeup as she got older. But when we were younger, Chanel was cute at best. But I learned something about myself. What I learned is I don't like women that are too vain. Listen, I don't mind a woman feeling good about herself, and I don't mind a woman thinking that she's beautiful. I don't even mind a woman having confidence in herself. The problem that I have with Janelle, women like Janelle, and women like that we're going to talk about today, gents, is there's no humility. These women have no humility. Listen, do I think I'm a good looking guy? Absolutely. but I also am humble enough to know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to put myself down because I know I have a woman that loves me, loves the way I look, loves the way I am, and other women have told me that too. I have enough validation and social proof. I have enough social proof that okay, I know where I'm at, right? I know where I'm at. I know what my range is. And I'm humble enough to know what's not my range. And here's the thing, most men kind of already know that. Now, will a man shoot for something higher than he should, or that people think he should? Absolutely, because you never know. And I'm gonna tell you, gents, ain't nothing more crazy when you see a Shabba Ranks ass looking dude. I'm talking about a Flavor Flav ass looking dude. I'm talking about like the bottom of my shoe ass looking dude. And you wonder how in the heck did this dude who looked like the back of a fat dude neck pull that right there? How did he do that? I've seen it too much for dudes not to try, or at least not to give themselves a chip in the chair, right? For y'all poker players, for us poker players, a chip in the chair, right? So, but I still feel the same way. Now, listen, even with my girl, I say some vain stuff all the time, but it's almost like a running gag at this point. Okay. She'll say some stuff, oh man, you look really good tonight. And I'd be like, I know. Thank you for noticing. Right? Like I'll do something goofy or silly like that because it's funny. But yes, I humbly take her compliment. I humbly take her compliment, just like she humbly takes mine. And that's sexy to a man, or at least that's sexy to a humble man, right? To know that your woman is beautiful and she can humbly take compliments. And your compliments are the one that matters to her. What are we talking about tonight, gents? Tonight, I'm going to show you a collection of clips of some very delusional women. And we're going to talk about the mindset that is pervasive in these modern Western countries. And it's just disgusting. And shout out to my dudes over in the UK. Shout out to my people down in Australia. Shout out to my people down in Africa or over in Africa. Shout out to my people down in South America. Shout out to my Canadian friends. Shout out to the people that are watching this from different places and going through the same damn thing. And listen, one of the things, and I think I said this in a previous episode, one thing that you don't see me do is you don't see me do like you might see me do like some light ribbon or roasting, right? If a person set themselves up for it. But you don't see me being like outright, y'all don't see me being outright mean to people. Usually I talk about the behaviors. I'd say about 80, 90% of the time I'm talking about behaviors. Okay. I understand that not every big person is going to be small and not every small person is going to be big. I realize that I might be sitting here muscular as hell, and I'm not saying this is a flex or a brag, but I was a basketball player. I was Steph Curry. Okay. I was 6'3", 6'4". When I left boot camp, I was kind of getting yoked in boot camp, but when I went to boot camp, I was, 6'2", 6'3", and and I was 171 pounds when I joined. Now I was sick when I joined. So normally my weight was about 180 something, 180, yeah, about 180, right? So I'm not sitting here trying to rag on anybody. I was always slim, or I was the nerdy dude or whatever, right? Or whatever, right? I've been so many titles, right? I've also was a jock at the same time, right? Student athlete type dude. So I'm not trying to rag on these people individually, but when you set yourself up that way, I'm gonna spike the volleyball. I'm gonna slam dunk it. I'm gonna Forrest Gump and slam the goddamn ping pong on the table. Cause this is enough. Enough is enough, gents. The shit is aggravating to see. It's just, oh, thank you all for being here. You guys could be anywhere tonight. Do me a favor as you're coming in, hit that like button so other people know that this live stream is going on. If you're new to the channel, we do these live streams every Wednesday, or I try to do it every Wednesday, unless I got something come up, in which case I try to let y'all know if we aren't doing live streams. I try my best to do that. The other thing is that I try to put out a video at least Monday and Thursday, Friday. Do my best with that. And then today I actually put out a members only video. So if you are a member, hopefully you got notified of today's members only video. Today I just turned on the camera and I talked about a subject that I think is pretty interesting. And I hope that it gives, hopefully, you guys can relate to that story, that those stories that I told today. But I just had something in my thoughts, and I was just like, man, that I wanted to share. So for the price of a cup of coffee, less than $5 a month, you'll be a member. And I'm doing my best to try to get at least 1 to 2 member videos out a week, if not more. I need to start doing more, and I will. But I'm definitely gonna, member videos, cranking them out. Okay, turn on the camera, talk about some stuff. So I thank you all for who decide to be members, support the channel. It helps. But what we do is I like to shout out my gents. Okay, I like shouting out my gents because without you guys, this channel would be nothing. Shout out to King. All right, get those likes up. I appreciate that, King. Thank you so very much. Richard, man, what's going on, man? Women are delusional, egocentric monsters. Yo, the egos is out of control. And when you say monsters, this is like Frankenstein's monster with the way they piece together. Hey, Richard, I heard something. I wish I downloaded this video, but I think I was having problems downloading it. But somebody said, so women have their own eyelashes, but they'll put on a set of eyelashes over it. And women, they grow their own nails, but they'll put some other nail over their own nails. And women have their own hair, and then they'll put some other hair or somebody else's hair over their hair. What makes you think that they won't put another dude over you? I was like, yo, I'm going to say that shit on the live stream. I'm like, yo, I am stealing that one. I am using that one. Oh. Is that Ilaris or Yaris? Yaris? Look like 2 L's. Yaris? Grossly overrated. Thank you very much for that one. Team. Why do men say they don't want 304s, but then act like women should be worried about their sexual market value? Well, here's the thing. That's a good question, actually. Believe it or not, let's be real about something. Overall, at the end of the day, when it comes down to brass tacks, right, eventually men want to settle down too. Men want their own wife, this, that, and the third, right? So that's why men say they don't want to deal with 304s. But let's not get it twisted. Some men want to deal with 304s, not because they want to be with them long term. It's because they want to get their rocks off. I'm getting to a point here, okay? So when we talk about SMV, we talk about SMV for one reason and one reason only. because of today's topics like today. Because we would have never had to talk about SMV if women hadn't started, like, I'm not even talking about like the quote unquote elevating their standards, but the unrealistic standards that modern women set when it comes to who they qualify for. That's how Kevin Samuels made his whole part of his whole shtick was women grossly overestimating their value for what they wanted. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you had a civil conversation with him and you were realistic, he wasn't yelling or trying to put those women down. It's only when women said dumb shit to him. And this is why SMV kind of comes up. Before, it didn't used to be that way. Hey, I like you, you like me, we got something in common. I like the way, hey, we got something in common. I like the way you act. I like the way you act. I have a good time with you. I'm having a good time with you. So we also talk about SMV because women need to understand that as much as they want to dictate how they look, the market tells you what you look like, and that's for men and women. But women don't care about what we're saying about what their looks on the market because all women think that they're 10s right now. So that's why we're having that conversation. That's why women should be worried about it. Not that they should be just worried about it, but it's a realistic conversation about what they really qualify for. V, shout out to you. What up, gents? What's going on, V? V said, conceited women tend to focus on externals and not internal properties. Absolutely. And listen, let's be real about something. We as men, I had this conversation with my girl. We as men are going to look at women. We're going to take in their beauty. Yes. Because we don't know how your ass act. We don't know. Hey, this that, y'all know what this is right here. This that grown man in a cup. Damn, my ice cube, I had like one of them big ass square cubes of ice. That damn thing is gone. It must be hot in hell. See, that's what happens when you have the window open all day. So, of course, we're going to look at women's looks, right? But that's the thing. That's the thing. You draw us in with your looks, and then your personality is supposed to be the thing that draws us in to try to keep us. The problem is we have a bunch of women who are focused on their sexual market. Well, they're focused on their looks. They're focused on their looks. So we're talking about SMV. It's linked together right now. We can decouple SMV when women decouple their looks from, or when women decouple the fact that they think their looks is all there is to attracting, getting, keeping a man. And right now, it don't look like that's happening because women don't seem to be interested in, personality or getting to know someone without them having to pay their rent and the bills and all this shit like that. Y'all changed the market, ladies. Y'all changed the market. And I told y'all, and I've said for a long time, I've been saying on this channel, once y'all change the market is going to adjust. Salute, gents. Our boss, great seeing you, man. He says, I get satisfaction knowing my next one will be chosen on resume and not on face card. Good to see you here. Good and necessary topic, I think. Lack of father's love makes a lot of these women overcompensate. That's a good one. And that's a whole nother topic. We'll have to get to that one day for sure. Curry's wife is in competition with him. He's sleeping with the enemy and don't even know it. Yeah, so I just put out that, thank you, V. Just put out that video about Steph Curry, right? This woman look, Ayesha Curry is a pretty woman, okay? So some people, she might be more than pretty externally. But the more I started hearing her and the more she's been on TV and these podcasts and the stuff she's saying, The fact that she even on a podcast doing a Jada, one of y'all said it in the comments, right? Y'all said Ayesha Curry is pulling a Jada Pinkett Smith, getting on these podcasts and putting all their business out in the street. I'm gonna tell you something. As soon as she started doing all that, to me, when I started hearing it, at that point, her SMV drops. Because her SMV isn't just about the looks, it's about the package. Part of, you can have an average looking woman, and if her personality is pretty cool and you can vibe with her and she chill, she keep herself, whatever, she could be a 5 with she could be a 5 or adjustable 6 or 6.5. I don't give a full 7, but you see what I'm saying? Maybe she is a 7 if she done upright. But the point is, personality, at least for me, is on that scale. Like, I don't know if it's because I've gotten older, but personality, like, if we don't click, I don't care what the hell you look like, I'm not attracted. And again, that might be from getting older. How many of you gents feel the same way? How many of you gents find yourself like, yeah, I don't care what you look like if you got a stank ass attitude? Hell, that's most men. That's even some men who still go for looks. They see a stank ass personality, like, you know what? They down with OPP at that point. Oh, please, please, oh, please put it away, right? Put that shit away. Put that attitude away. Okay? Good to be here. Look forward to my Gen Xers. Good to see you, King. All right, everybody saying. All right, just want to make sure I catch everybody. Shout out to Young Hazrat. Yo. Cool shirt, bro. Even got the meaning broken down for the C students. Yeah, this is this shirt right here can be bought on the channel, right? I want to adjust this because this is when I first was making it. So I'm gonna redo this shirt. I'm gonna make the gent just a little bit bigger. This was about as big as I can get the words. So, but yeah, a gent, somebody who's a real man who subscribed to the channel TSG Uncut. See also, refined, unapologetically masculine. There you go. Right? Thank you for that. But yeah, this shirt is available in the shop. I do want to adjust it though. I want to make this gent a little bit bigger. All right. Oh, again, shout out Young Hazrat. SMV is a realistic view of your place in relationship game. Absolutely it is. Most men know their lane and what type of women they can afford financially and socially. And that's the other part of SMV for men, right? Where do you fall financially and socially? Because I don't have to be the best looking guy if I got the right money, the social circle. Hell, if I'm just a good dude, or I know how to handle myself around people, I don't have to be the best looking guy. I'm going to attract people to me. They're going to be like, wow, that dude is important, because important people are around him. See what I'm saying? And that was part of Kevin Samuel's definition of a high value man. Yara says, true, too much external emphasis. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Finally caught alive. What's up, my guy? I love your vids. Nick, man, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much for being here. Let me see where we're at on time. Okay. We'll get into the video soon. I'm not going to keep y'all too late tonight. I have work, some other work to do, but I do want to get through these, and I want to be able to talk about them. So when I see a beautiful woman, she starts to talk the ugliest she gets. Being sexy isn't the same as your SMV. No, it isn't. No. What up, Preston? Good to see you, brother. Preston says, since we on the topic of Steph Curry, he was the one stupid enough to sign a contract where the other parties incentivized to break the contract. You talk about marriage. I think Curry's in the same situation most men are when they marry a broke woman and then gain wealth afterwards. Yeah. If you can't bring me peace, then I definitely don't need it. Devin, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for being here. Preston says, sorry for being late. Nope, you're all good. Good attitude equal peace. V, that is absolutely correct. I value great attitude. Now that I'm older, when I look at a woman, I think how much time, money, and stress is this woman going to cost me? Most women ain't worth my time. That is an evaluation that men do especially as you get older. You're like, listen, if you're not going to bring me peace, if you're going to be nagging me and stressing on stupid stuff that don't matter, that's a waste of time. That's only going to drag a man down, especially a man on his purpose, because it's like he always going to be worried about you and your temper tantrums. Then at that case, he might as well just be dealing with a child. Some cases, they do be dealing with a child. Treat you like a human being instead of an ATM with a pulse. Absolutely. Last comment. Curry is chasing the wrong ring. NBA rings at least are loyal to you compared to that thing he has at home. God dang. Our boss with the damn elbow off the top turnbuckle. Let's get to the first video, gents. Make sure y'all put a 1 in the chat. Now, this woman right here, this is the title of her video. Men are dating less attractive women for peace. Okay, let me put myself back up on the screen real quick. This is my initial thoughts when I saw this video. So what? Like a man isn't, I don't know of too many men that will openly say to themselves, man, I'm going to look for me an ugly woman so I can have peace. Ain't no dude saying that. These women don't realize that even if you're looking for peace, you're still looking for someone you're going to be attracted to. Even if you're like me, where you're attracted mainly, like personality is a big deal to you. Personality is huge to me. I don't care, like, if the woman could be drop dead gorgeous, and if she got a shitty attitude, nothing's going to be able to happen. Like, I'm not even attracted. Right? That might as well be a pig with lipstick on it. Like, ugh. What am I going to do with that? Nothing. So, but that's what I said earlier. Gents, these women don't understand. First of all, they say, ugh, why are you talking to me? Right? So, okay. So now you say, you know what? I don't want to deal with this type of women with all these attitudes. Say you used to dating just these drop dead gorgeous women all the time, and you find out, well, they're shallow because they're a beauty. And so you talk to someone, it don't mean that the women ain't cute. They just may not be an 8 or a 9. Maybe you talking to somebody else because, hey, you looking at someone's personality. That says more about women who look good's personality than it does the fact that a man dates someone that doesn't look to a woman's standards. And here's the other thing about this that we're going to see. Women like this are quick to judge. This woman, strip her of that makeup and stuff that she got on her face, what's she going to look like? That's the other thing. These gents, these women think that they're 8s, 9s, and 10s. They think they're just drop dead gorgeous. And then they like, well, I don't know why dudes don't want to talk to cute women like me, beautiful women like me. Or they'll say, why do these ugly dudes think they can talk to me? These are all the things that I'm going to show you all tonight, okay? I'm going to show you all this stuff tonight. Put a 1 in the chat when y'all can hear it, please.
I saw a post that said that men are dating more for peace over beauty now. And if that doesn't tell you how dense and how black and white these men think, is that they're correlating more a beautiful, attractive women to be more difficult and more demanding. Instead, what men are really trying to say is that they don't want to be held accountable for their actions. They want to be able to do certain things and you not being able to say anything about it to them, okay? In their mind, they think to themselves that if I date a less attractive person, I can get away with more. They won't be as demanding. They'll be more peaceful. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to see their actions. They don't want their fragile ego to be hurt because they have been propped up their entire lives by society. And when a woman calls them out for their behavior, they don't like it. So instead, this is how black and white they think. Well, if I go for someone easier and who demands less, which is someone that's less attractive, she won't need so much from me. And they would rather do that than own up to their mistakes and actually change as a man. They would go for someone that they're less attracted to because they don't want to change who they are. That is how black and white they think. They won't even go for even like the person that they're ideally more physically attracted to. They will be with someone less attractive just because that they will put up with more, because these men want to be able to get away with cheating. They want to be able to get away with going to strip clubs. They want to be able to get away with a lot more behavior with someone who won't demand as much, because it's easier. It's just simply easier with how these men want to date these days.
Ooh, I needed an extra swig on that one. Jesus Christ. Shout out to you, Gemini. Gemini Fire Snake. Just want to say peace, all peace to you. Thank you for being here. Let me go with King's comment. He said, so men can't have choices, right? Yeah. Hey, that's not what I got from it, King. You're not wrong, okay? Because that's what I thought when I first saw that this. I didn't even look at the whole clip. None of these videos I've watched all the way to the end. Not one of them. I just watched enough to have an idea what's going on. I'm gonna tell you what I just heard the second time listening to it, or at least hearing the rest of it. The majority of the stuff that she just said, if you listen, it sounds like modern women. Listen to it again. I'm gonna put it right here. Check this out.
More difficult and more demanding. Instead, what men are really trying to say is that they don't want to be held accountable for their actions.
Stop. Men don't want to be held accountable for their actions. Who that sound like right now? Does that sound like men? The majority of men aren't even dating. The ones who don't want to be held responsible for their actions is modern women right now. They want to be able to they want to be able to do what they want to do. As soon as you hold them to account, then they cry about it. Then they're upset about it. Then they get on fucking TikTok and they got to tell you about it. What you about to see more of that tonight. Modern women today will not accept accountability. And even rational women are like, yeah, that's all y'all right now. Soon as someone tell y'all some shit that y'all don't like, y'all crash out. But it's men who not taking accountability. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I've said many times on this channel, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Show me a man that doesn't take accountability, and I'm gonna show you a man who's not serious and probably not successful. Show me a man who frequently doesn't take accountability, and I guarantee his life is fucked up. I guarantee it. Especially today. We don't get away with it. If we don't pay our bills, if we don't go do what we supposed to do, ain't nobody saving us. When we get kicked out, we don't have a lot of options to go where places to go. There's no shelters taking us up. There's no money given to us for being irresponsible and having a bunch of babies. There's nobody coming for us. If anything, the system is designed that when we are irresponsible and we aren't willing to take accountability, the system punishes us. Oh, we're not done. Keep listening. Again, listen to what she says and tell me it don't sound like women today.
They want to be able to do certain things and you not being able to say anything about it to them, okay?
They want to be able to do certain things and you not be able to tell them anything about it. I want to be able to get a bunch of schlongs slapped in my face. I'm talking about I want to get the hot dog carousel thrown at me. And I don't want you to judge me. Hell, I can find you one of those videos right now. I'm sure on my computer I have that shit right now. There got to be something here on accountability. Right? Women not taking accountability. I'm sure I got it somewhere on my computer. Yeah, I do. I'm not going to go there, though. Women want to get away with certain things. And then, again, when you call them out on it, it's a double standard. I saw a video the other day where you had a woman in court suing a guy. Maybe King, maybe you sent me the video clip, but I saw a video clip where the woman was suing a guy. She had gotten a house, she had gotten a car, she got the money, and she got half the business. And so it was the guy's business. It was his brainchild. And even that man was trying to walk away from the business. He said, you know what? I'll give her all of that. I just want to be able to walk away clean and be able to start over. She can have all of the stuff. This dude was willing to give up everything. And I'm gonna tell you how much accountability and how much the courts. Well, I'm not. The judge actually was favoring this dude because it was the craziest argument. That woman's lawyer argued. I'm not making this shit up. That woman's lawyer argued. He can't. We don't want him to be able to go anywhere because it's his mind that's making up the business. You say, what do you mean, Shaun? They were arguing that they didn't want him to be able to, they wanted the judge to order him not to be able to walk away from the business because they knew that the business could not function if that man wasn't running it because she didn't have nothing to do with it. She didn't know how to run it and she didn't have the technical know-how to do what he was doing. So they wanted to almost force him to stay in the business so she could continue to get more money. Does that sound like fucking accountability to y'all? Oh, let's continue because she's going to keep going.
In their mind, they think to themselves that if I date a less attractive person, I can get away with more. They won't be as demanding. They'll be more peaceful.
Ain't that what these modern women do? When they are talking to dudes with money, they are willing to hang around the dude with money and don't ask for anything. If he don't give her nothing, they will shut up just to stay in his orbit, hoping to get something because they don't want to leave. I'll do whatever you want me to. Oh, I'll take it to the face. When they're around somebody that got the money and that dude ain't willing to give them anything, they want proximity to it. When a man got something that they want, they'll just be willing to hang around to be in proximity to it. But when they come across a regular guy, oh, you got to take them to a 5-star restaurant. They don't even demand that the dudes with money take them to 5-star restaurants. Or if you want to talk to them, you got a 5-star restaurant. And a dude with money be like, bitch, get out of here. A serious dude. Get out of here. Get out of my face. I know what you are. You're a gold digger. Get out of here. Yeah, I have the money to pay for you, but I'm not. I want to see you go hungry. You know what I mean?
They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to see their actions. They don't want their fragile ego to be hurt.
They don't want to see their actions. They don't want their fragile ego to be hurt. Who does this sound like? I want y'all to think about all of the videos where a woman will tell dudes like, oh, I won't talk to that dude because he's not 6 foot tall. Hell, these women are so delusional. The dude could be clearly taller than them, even with heels on. And she'll say, he's not tall enough. You're like, I'm 6 foot tall. Nah, you look shorter than me. I showed y'all the video on this channel where the chick was clearly 5 something and the dude was clearly like 5'10", 5'11", and he had a good almost foot on this woman. And she's like, yeah, I'm taller than them. What? You know what, Devin, right there. The more she talks, the less cute she is. I thought, what, this 40 seconds into it, she stopped being cute after the first 10, 20, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Ziggy, Office 50. That's just delusion at its finest. They tried to force him to stay just so they can make money. Diabolical. Yeah. It was the craziest shit I'd ever heard. Well, it's not the craziest I've ever heard in court, but I'm saying that was pretty crazy. That we're gonna force him to use his mind so we can use him to basically that's slavery. Am I lying? To force if the court would have forced that man to stay working at the business he tried to give her because it was his brain trust so that they could use his brain in order to make them money. A man would chew off his own arm to get away from a contentious woman. Absolutely. Sorry, Miss Looney, Tooney, Buffoony, you can't have it both ways. This is real life. This ain't Burger King where delusion thinks he can have it that way. I got to read this one real quick. And I'm going to get to our boss real quick. Thirsty men feed the delusion of average women to get the privilege of high mileage punani. Damn, that is a good point, V. You're on top of it tonight. Stay away from Snapchat filters because as soon as her mouth opens, you realize why Saturday and Sunday are designed to recover from all the trauma endured with people like this during the week. That's a good one, man. Oh. That female's court case wants to enslave the man for his gifts and talents without any reciprocity. Absolutely. Craziness. I'm only catching a little bit more. We're going to move on.
Because they have been propped up their entire lives by society. And when a woman calls them out for their behavior, they don't like it.
That's the last part of it. She says a bunch more stuff, but I'm trying to equate what she's saying to this is them. Every profession is a confession. Everything she professes is a confession. This society has told women that they're all beautiful, no matter what they look like, that they're all queens, no matter what they do, no matter where they act. A queen ain't just about how she looks. Actually, a queen is more about what she does. A real queen is aid, comfort, and a guide to the king. She keeps him steady. But all women are queens now, and they have no kings. They don't even have a fucking man, much less a prince or a king. Yet they're all tens. I'm going to show you delusional ass women tonight, and you delusional ass people who feed into this, that's not the case. And looks are going to come into play. But again, I have literally just showed y'all based on people's personalities. So stick around with me. We have a lot to cover tonight. Right? Let's get to our next video. This one, I have two quick videos to play in succession. We'll talk about them at the end of it. Right? Now, you want to talk about feeding people's delusions, right? We know that nowadays these women expect for you to pay for the dates. Men didn't have a problem paying for dates. The problem is today that women don't want to get to know you as a man. They just want you to pay for them to go on these dates. And then they're going to ghost you. And they're going to keep doing it. And then they brag later that they got all these men that's doing all this stuff for them. So men said, I'm not a sucker. I'm not a simp. If now that and there's a study that came out, it's probably more now, but a third of women that went on dates said they were only going on dates to get free food and drinks. Y'all don't think that number has gone up? Now that we're in a recession, and if you don't believe we're in a recession, please go do some research. We are there. We are there, right? We are in a recession, and you have a bunch of people that's online crying about it. You don't think that more of these women gonna be food insecure, as they like to say, food insecure? Asking her, hey, big head, where you at, big head? Where you been? Where you been? I know I ain't called you in forever. How you doing? Yes. Yes. T66, man. Yeah. That love begging to eat. Yeah. Winter is here, absolutely. Shout out to Rock Fresh. Women are ugly. Think there are no more of these days that they can be fat and have high esteem. Too delusional. Yes. Yes. We all get first place. Listen, Rock Fresh. Shout out to you. Yeah, I was just about to call on you again. Shout out to Rock Fresh. Thank you for the $2 super sticker, man. You actually just set the stage for my next video clip. But before we get there, let me put you down for a $2 holla, bro. I always feel like I'm old when I'm doing that, the way I'm looking at the screen, like, how you do this, you young whippersnappers? Oh, I didn't even have the banner up. See, that'll tell you how I was off my game. I was off my game tonight. Thank you for the $2 holla, bro. I appreciate it, man. You know, every dollar counts, bro. It really do. And it's not lost on me, bro. It's not lost on me what y'all do for the channel. Thank you. Rock Fresh is tonight's first sponsor of tonight's video. I appreciate that. Let's get you up there on the banner there, Rock Fresh. All right. I'm going to leave the $2 sticker. I'm going to leave the $2 holla up there on the screen because I'm very appreciative of that tonight. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Rock Fresh is spot on. Check this out. Let me get the video clip up. He is absolutely right. Watch this. You can't make this up, as Kevin used to say.
Maybe that black woman would have spoke to you if you paid for her groceries. Instead of a hi, if you said a, hey, can I cover your groceries? I think you're a really beautiful woman and I'd like to make your day better. We're living in late stage capitalism. Things are expensive and black women are tired. We're tired of having to put on a smile on our faces and take care of everyone while no one takes care of us. So maybe, just maybe, if you would have just offered her something, something.
I mean, from the looks of it, you don't need any more groceries. You're talking about black women giving and never receiving, but it looks like all you do is take off of other people's plate.
Oh, man. I almost spit that alcohol over my whole desk. I didn't watch the whole video, so I didn't know what else was coming. Ooh, I almost sprayed the whole desk. Shout out to Rock Fresh. Thank you for that one. That's exactly right. His comment was perfect. This same woman said maybe she would have gave you the time of day if you'd have bought her groceries. Like, oh, shit. Check this out. Oh, wow. What's going on? What's happening with you, baby?
I'm feeling, baby.
What's happening with you? Yo, I didn't even see. How long you was back there?
I've been on a while.
Oh, my bad, bro. I was on a roll. Your boy was on a roll. I feel like, no, that's my mic volume. My headphone volume is low. I don't know. This is all new. I got a new mic, bro. I don't know if you can hear how crispy it sound.
I heard.
Yeah. Your boy Crispy over here. Let me catch this super chat real quick because I see this other super chat. Devin, Walmart CEO has hiring freeze for 3 years to develop AI. Yeah, actually, it depends on where you're at, but I can see that. My daughter just got hired at Walmart, so.
Shout out.
Yeah, well, she'll take it. I got another super chat. Devin, let me get you on the on the banner there for tonight's second sponsor of the night. I appreciate you. What's been up with you, big baby? What's going on tonight?
Hey, man, you know, another night in the hole.
Yeah, we will. Hey, you should have been. You said you was gonna be free on Friday, bro. We did.
I got food poisoning, bro.
Bro, they was asking about you because the topics we was covering was right up your alley, son.
Bro, I messed around and went out to this Indian restaurant and got food poisoning.
Oh no! See, hey, hold on. Is my girl watching? Now you know why I don't go to the damn Indian restaurant. Why I don't do Thai food, Indian food, and I don't do Mediterranean food. Okay, you can't make me go because I ain't trying to get sick. Thank you for that. Pete, thank you for saving me from having to do that now.
I ain't ever going back.
I ain't never going there because I ain't trying to get sick like Pete. Y'all ain't gonna get me like that. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yay! Nice like this. I'm sick. Castle with the $5 holler. Thank you very much, Castle. He said women rely on delusion to protect their emotions, but when reality challenges what they believe, they dodge looking at themselves as the problem. You know, there's a thought, not a thought process, but one of the things that they talk about in psychology is that when you present someone, we talk about cognitive dissonance, right? When you're presented with a different set of facts that challenge your beliefs, then people's reactions can swing, right? When they're presented with the facts, when you challenge their whole belief and delusion. Now imagine we have a whole society full of people, men and women, who are just outright fucking delusional right now. You know? So it is what it is. Man, what you thought about that last clip? Did you just see that one with the big girl talking about buy her groceries? She would have said hi to you. Did you just hear that? She didn't say, well, you know her, like, oh, I take care of her, blah, blah. He said, maybe if you'd have bought her groceries, she would have said hi. What kind of simple shit is that, bro?
Bro, did she say that nobody watches out for a black woman? They're the most protected things in the world.
Oh.
But like old boy said, it seems like she had enough on her plate. She ain't missing no meals.
Yeah.
That was wild, though.
I think you echoing a little bit, but
I don't know. You need me to come back in?
I hear you fine, but let me. Oh yeah, I think I hear the echo now. Okay. Yeah, so Devin said it too. P, you got some echo.
You need me to come back?
They said P in the multiverse. Yo, you need to put some headphone in, like one.
I do have
one earpiece or something.
I do.
Oh. I don't know why my camera been doing that. All right, we'll pass up on it. Let's get to the next clip. Check this out. In the multiverse. We got another delusional one. Check this out.
You know what? If a man wants to get with me, he has to be a 100% provider. That means he pays all the bills. You gotta pay all my mother effing bills. Otherwise, you can stay up out my face. For real. You know what? If a man wants to get with
Bro. Hey, King of Reverb, as you've been called. King of Reverb.
Bro. Did she say that like it was a threat or something?
I guess you got to pay all her bills.
Did she see her face? I'm just saying, I ain't being funny, but that ain't a threat.
Hey, did she see her ass? Because it probably looked the same. I'm sorry. Shout out to Live, Laugh, Love. Attitude and ugly is hard to deal with. That's the part I was saying earlier, P. I don't know how much you heard of what I was saying, but you can have a beautiful woman who have a bad attitude, and she is completely like, not even attractive.
You
can't be ugly and got a fucked up personality too, bro.
We spoke on that many times,
bro.
But it's like you say all the time. How come these foes acting like 10?
Bro. She need to. Hey, let me read that real quick. She need a dude to pay for her hair implant first before all her bills. God dang. Hold up. Let me put it back up on screen. Yo, I thought it was an African dude, bro. You know how they be getting on here? Like, let me tell you about these women. Let me tell you about the women. Wakanda forever.
Motherfucker.
She needs to act her face. Oh my God. This bit talking about paying our bills is wishing for the return of the 70s and the 80s, right? Yeah. I grew up busting each other's chops. It taught humility and thick skin. Yeah, we played the dozens down in New Orleans too. We call it capping though.
Actually, we call it ribbon.
Ribbon. Well, we said I heard it's ribbon capping, right? Well, now capping means something different, right? Lying. But all that. A woman with no hair talking about boundaries and money is beyond delusion. So I showed everybody this for a reason, okay? I'm going to show y'all another one. Check this out. Don't think it's just black women. Everybody getting in.
No, I don't want a dad bod. I don't want to be with somebody, date someone, marry someone with a dad bod. If I look like a mom that's waited last minute to pack.
Yo, they straight roasted her, bro. She don't want a dad bod, but she got the whole.
No, I don't want a dad bod. I don't want to be with somebody, date someone, marry someone. With
look, she might have had cute going on for her. She might have had cute going on for her until she opened up her mouth.
With a dad bod. If I look like a mom that's waited last minute to pack.
Also, let's back it up. Man, she looking fluffy. That room look off too. Look at this.
That's what I'm about to say, bro. I was about to say that.
And what is she in a mobile home? Is that bed on the floor? Oh, I see a frame down there. Okay.
That's all.
Oh, man. Yo, and listen, again, this wouldn't matter to a dude, but as soon as she opened up her mouth, she opened herself up for this. She opened herself up for that. You know what I mean?
I totally agree, bro. You know, it's crazy like you said. The prettiest one, the ugliest one, as soon as they start talking.
Yep. They all tens in their mind. You're right about that. Pick a struggle, ladies. Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood taught old school trash talking. Oh, man, that was so bad. V, the shit he was talking in Gran Torino. He just, man, Clint Eastwood was like, I'm going to talk about you to your face. I'm just like, you know. Oh, man, I already read that one. All right. So the next thing we're going to transition to is another instance of a woman wondering why ugly dudes talk to her, right? The quote that y'all saw on the thumbnail, why ugly guys always holler at me. Check this out.
I know this is going to sound mean, but I just need to rant for a minute. Do ugly guys have more confidence than hot men? Because why did I go out dancing last night and the only guys with the balls to come and chat me up were 2s and 3s? And I am not saying that I'm a perfect 10, a goddess of a woman, but I would like to think that I could pull a man who's hotter than the living embodiment of a toe fungus. And
bro, you see how she already capping?
yet that's who's coming and flirting with me. And so, men, I need y'all to weigh in. I need attractive men specifically to weigh in. Are y'all shy? Is that what the tea is? Are you already booed up? Or are you just so fine that you don't need to approach a woman because they just automatically come up to you? I'm confused. I would like some insight. Please let me know down in the comments.
Yo, I got to start pulling comments from these videos. The only thing is I be pulling videos so quick, man, I don't got time to be reading through comments too. But let me tell you something, bro. Here's the part of the problem right here. Part of the problem is women like this, okay? Women like this talking about, she's saying 2s and 3s is come and talk to her, and I bet you it was dudes that was on her level that she didn't want to talk to, okay? So she want attractive guys to come in the comments. First of all, they're not sitting there watching your shit anyway. They probably just swiped already past her because I hate to break it and I hate to be mean, but I'm gonna do it. Ain't the men that she want don't find her that attractive. I'm not saying that she not cute or this, that, and the third. I'm not judging that. I'm saying that the mindset, gents, what I want, I'm gonna put us up on the screen. The mindset, the delusion of these women today, that they think so little of men nowadays. The men that are on her level are coming up and talking to her. And she thinks they're 2s and 3s. And maybe there was some, don't get me wrong. But the point is, the way these women grade, their curve is like flat, and then it just goes up, like at the end, like boom, like it's flat and real low, and it goes up at the end. I mean, it is like the worst hyperbolic you've ever seen in your life. All right, it is hyperbolic on a whole nother level. Jesus, let's see what the gents got to say. This is what happens when a delusional person puts herself behind a screen with no common sense. Yep. Says the people who look like toad fungus. Bruh, that Valley Girl voice don't mask your average ass face. Oh, I added the ass to that. I just saw that. I added the ass to that. That's my part. That's my bad. The Greek surgeon, thank you for being here. She a 4 or 5 herself. Let's put it back up on screen. I want her on screen while we roast it. Fupa for days. Oh, talk about that other chick. In 80s Houston, we call it ranking. Yeah. Ranking. Okay. Yeah. She a 5. Yeah. Here you go. And again, here's the thing. Before she opened her mouth, a 5 wouldn't have been bad. Like a 5 ain't like she ain't cute. A 5 don't mean you wouldn't talk to her. But not for what she looking for. Again, I don't know who she think is supposed to come talk to her. I don't know, bro. P, what you got to say?
So much. First of all, again, she was the 5. This should be a mouth too. But she wonder why 10s don't talk to her.
Right.
Again, if I was a 10 and I come talk to you, and I hear how angry you are, because she got a lot of anger in her voice, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk to her.
I get you.
So again, she went from a 5 to a 3.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with average women. I'm an average guy. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about these women. They don't understand that. They hear if they thought they was a 5, they think that that's got to be ugly.
Exactly. It's like they don't understand average is the majority of the world.
Average is the majority of people. Listen, I had a talk with your nephew. You know what I told him?
What's up?
I said, son, most people are average. I said, look around. We were walking around. I was like, look around. These are average folk. I said, the difference between like someone that is ordinary and extraordinary is doing a little bit extra. That's it. Just do a little bit more extra and do it consistently, and you will be above average, because the average person does average shit. They're going to do the average same shit. And that's not to knock anybody. It's just saying that certain people are above average because they can endure to do just a little bit more all the time. Because it ain't easy to do a little bit more and then sustain it. It ain't easy. So there's nothing wrong with that. There are people who like, yeah, I could do a bunch more. Like, okay, I used to work with somebody. I'm gonna put it up here. Gents, I told y'all many times that I experienced like homelessness when I was, going through at the end of marriages. And one of the places I stood with some shipmates, and I slept on their couch, right? And one of the guys, he was an electrician. He was just an average ass dude, average ass white boy, but kind of more like he ain't got no experience with women or people. He don't even like people. Okay. All he wanted to do was be in the military, save his money, and then eventually he wanted to buy some land, put a house on it, away from everybody. Right? This is what he wanted to do. This dude saved he paid his bills, he bought the food he needed, but he saved every other dime and invested every other dime. Did I tell you that dude got out of the military, he bought that plot of land and that house, and who knows where the hell he at today? What I'm saying is, some people don't want to be in the limelight. Some people don't aspire to be any higher. And there was nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with the dude that I worked with saying, I'm good. That's okay. But it's the delusion. It's the, I'm better than you. It's the, you're not on my level. That's egotistical. You don't say that. Even if it's true, people with humility don't say that to other people. Right? If all of these people are 10s, the delusion is a deep well run of a meal catastrophe city, dumpster slaughter, street birdies misery. All right, you got me on that one, Preston. You sure got me on that one. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how these women can't count, okay? If all women are 10s, 10 being the average, then that makes every woman average. They don't understand the laws of averages. They're all average, no matter which way you put it. If all of them are 10s, then the average is 10. They're average. They don't even understand how it works. So statistics on bell curve results, most things in any category is just average. Good call. Yeah. T-Boo Kelly rolling. Oh, I got to put her back up on screen. T-Boo Kelly rolling with a struggle bun under that scarf. Oh, King, you. Cole,
I was just about to say that.
He stole it from me. We most definitely deserve of the blame. Shout out to Rick, man. I guess what's the criteria of ranking? I can't wait for her to try to explain that to us. She ain't got nothing else to say, bro. I'm gonna catch one more comment. We're gonna move to the next one. Ain't it our fault too, though? Some of us hype up these girls just to get that ski. You know what? That's a good idea. P, what you gotta think about that? What about dudes?
You know I said that already.
Yeah, I think you did.
I said it's a lot of fault because we be making these fools feel like they teens just so we can get the ball. Then when we get in, They think that's what they are for real. So it is kind of our fault.
Well, listen.
I'm guilty. I'm sorry. I've been guilty before.
But here's the thing, Pete. I hear you, but I don't know if that really is the reason, the full reason. I'm not saying that's not part of the reason, but I have a hard time believing that's the full reason. Here's why. Tell me if I'm, just I ain't saying I'm right. I'm just saying, hear me out. Back in the day, I'm saying back in the G. A lot of y'all dudes in the comments from back in the G. We used to gas their heads up back then too. Ain't nobody was running around. All of them was saying it was 10s back in the day. So, well, what's the difference between then and now? The difference between then and now is social media. Where now they can hear other women from all over the place. And I just had this conversation with my mom too. My mom asked me, she said, "Hey, baby, what's an influencer? What that is, that influencer thing?" I said, "Well, Mom," I said, "influencers, it's like me. When you're on social media and you have people that listen to you, then you're kind of influencing them, right?" And she was like, "Well, them influencers, you got to be careful, baby. Them influencers, they getting taken out." I said, "Well, they getting taken out because they putting all their business out in the streets, and they putting other people's business out in the streets, and then they beefing with other influencers, and so they getting their ass mollywopped." I said, "You ain't never got to worry about that over here, because I ain't talking shit about nobody." Well, nobody that matter. So, but my point was this. Now that I told my mom, I said, these women will see other women that they look at or whatever, and then they start to say to themselves, "She ain't all that. I'm as cute as she is, and if she can do that, then I can do that because I'm better than her." And women look at each other that way. Yeah, we gas their head up, but dudes been gassing women's head up since before we was even thought of. Hell, when we was in the ball sack, gassing. Dudes that gassed up our moms. I mean, I hate to put it so bluntly, but weren't going around talking about they 10s. They were realistic about what they were. They were realistic about what they could pull, right? These women today is off the chain. Let me show y'all something, man. I'm gonna show y'all another clip. It didn't got so bad. Church women, bro. Church women. You can't even listen to them no more. Check this out. You thought you could get a good church girl. You can't even get you a good church girl no more.
With all due respect, if the men of God could come to the front, please, where are you guys? Because all of my friends are single, hot, and they love Jesus. So if you guys could maybe come out from the rock that you guys are living under, that'd be amazing.
Okay. Right now, she said, "Hey, I have these beautiful blah, blah, blah friends." Obviously, she's a woman. She's going to talk up her friends. I expect it. I'm not even mad at that, whether it's true or not. How many times, Pete, have you heard be like, "Yeah, check it out. I got a girl for you. I got a girl for you. She cute though." Blah, blah, blah. You're like, "No, how she look though?" Let me put it back on screen. She looked like Janet Jackson. That bitch come over here look like Freddie Jackson. Bang, bang, bitches, bang, bang. Yo, right? So, the talk up, right? Even that movie was perfect, right? How she talked up her girl. I expect that. Let's get back to the video. I stopped it because I'm not taking anything away from her. Okay, listen. I'm gonna fix her face a little bit on here because my chick looking bad over here. Listen, she a little chubby, thick with it. But again, I'm not mad at her for that. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, ladies. Ain't nobody mad at y'all. Okay, some of y'all, but I'm saying most dudes are realistic. You take care of yourself, you look good, baby. You got somebody that's gonna work with you. Okay, somebody gonna work with that. Okay, let me put it back on screen. Somebody gonna work with this. Okay, somebody gonna go on there and lay hands. Somebody gonna go lay hands on that thing. Okay, that's gonna happen. But think about what the woman said earlier. Everything, their projection is a confession. I'm gonna tell you right now, she about to fuck it up. Here we go, P. You ready? She about to fuck it up in 7 seconds. Check this out.
That'd be amazing because my friends are looking to become wives and mothers in this economy. So, love you guys. Come on out.
Did you notice that at the end? Did y'all notice that at the end what she said? Oh, they want to be wives and mothers in this economy. Did you notice that little jab at the end? It come back to what you got. She just messed it up. So all I heard was these are a bunch of 304s who looking for a man to take care of them. But Shaun, you didn't hear about her saying her and her Christian girlfriends that go to church? Nope, I didn't hear that. Because let's be real about something. Church girls nowadays is the final boss form of a 304. After she had done her 304, somehow she had found Jeebus. Be a sweet baby Jeebus. Right?
Wait, what you mean after the 304? I'd have pulled some of Christian niggas.
Okay, bro.
I'm keeping 100. I'd have pulled some things on Christian niggas. And they weren't holy.
Unless they were 3 holy. Oh.
No. I know I laid hands on them.
I know you did lay them hands. Come here, girl. Let me go and put that hand, them loving hands on you, girl. Let me get that butter, girl. Let me get that salve. Let me get that salve. Let me get them oils. All right, hey, for the record, this ain't the alcohol. I swear to God. I swear for God. Okay? I swear for God it's not the alcohol, okay? My brother's here and I'm having fun. Okay. Yo, bro, that's kind of diabolical, bro. Christian mingle. Yo, something wrong with you.
I mean, look. Everybody needs love.
Yo, that's the most diabolical. Hey. Bro, that's the most. I've heard. Hey, bro, look, I get it. You and I could be some rat back stank bastards sometimes, but Christian mingle, damn, bro, like,
hey, bro, I went on a farmer.com before.
Oh,
you can't eat the same time.
Oh man. There's a video of a large amount of obese women in college drill and dance. Oh, I played it on this video before on this channel before. Yup, Super 304 boss, Jesus, the final board of the game. Devin says, bro P, getting them off Christian Mingle. He like rapper Big Mike song. I'm just a player. Is it me or is the batch of 30-year-olds a lot less in shape than when I was growing up in the 90s? Bro, I don't know, P, I don't know if you was here. Damn it, let me check out something real quick. I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Because I know I played a video of the 90s on this channel. Oh, that's not it. Oh, what would I have put it under? Oh, let's go 1990s. Nope. Let's spell it out. No, damn it, I know I got that video somewhere. I played it at the end of a video once, and it was I showed like dudes going holler at chicks. It was back in the 90s, and they were just, they had the hairstyles and stuff, but it was simple, bro. They did look different. You had a couple thick ones still. We from New Orleans, so our 90s chicks were still thick. They was thick differently though. If you give these women a microphone in time, they'll self-snitch like an MF. Bro, they certainly will. Our boss, that is on point. Funny shit. I just had a cute chick walk up and introduce herself to me. Don't you know that her Princess Fiona looking ass walked up cock blocking? Oh no.
I was just about to say women they claim that men hate them, but they the biggest haters. Women are the biggest haters.
Yeah, no. And P, I've actually made a video about that. The video is titled Women are essentially women are women's biggest problem. That's what I named the video. Actually, it's in here somewhere. I done made so many videos, I really can't find the title for it. But it's like, basically, I just said, women are women's biggest problem. When are they going to learn this shit? Shout out. Devin says, she said, in this economy, meaning they looking for handout. Yeah, that's the point. You see that? Everything was okay. Like, we could work with your sister. All right, cool. Look, if that's your cup of tea, you be like, all right, so find me a good church girl, okay? Good church girl. All right? You got to do it that way. Good church girl. All right? We can work with that shit. We can work with it. Yeah, Nicky. The whole Babylon. Oh, yo. Now you made me think about my favorite scene of that whole movie. Evil's good. Yes. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, you know what? On that note, we gotta move on to our next video. Huh? We quote Vampire Brooklyn. Vampire Brooklyn, baby. Oh, I didn't see the comments. Yeah. Got to lay hands. Them loving hands. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next clip. I got 3 clips left, but the next one is a classic clip. This is a perfect example of a woman wanting something that she's not eligible for. And this is probably one of the most famous clips that Kevin Samuels has ever done. So we're going to bring it back for the old school.
Men are not going to keep switching to become more like women to please women who aren't going to accept us like women.
Okay. All right. And with that being said, there should be rules and regulations.
Let's start with the first rules. How tall are you?
How tall am I? I am 5'8".
Dress size?
16.
All right, you broke the first rule right there. I don't know what you think you're talking about, that a man shouldn't cheat or whatever, when you broke the first rule that men want women who are fit. You weighed more than a man at your height. True or false? And how much do you weigh?
220.
I weigh 210 and I'm 6'4". You broke the first rule. See, you ladies don't mind breaking the rules. The men are visual. I'm sorry, you're 5'8"?
I'm 5'8".
You're about the size of Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders was. You're a running back size.
Yeah.
You can hit the A gap like a motherfucker.
Yeah, all right. I accept
So don't
that.
come in here and talk about what men should not be able to do when they got to accept somebody who can run out the power I.
Okay.
Well, I'm being silly because to make a point that modern women are so full of righteous indignation, what you are and ain't going to accept and all this other kind of stuff, when you're not even what most men want.
Yo, my dude Kevin was brutal, son. Kevin, hey, listen. What did I say to y'all? I said, Kevin, if you listen, if women were realistic with him, he would be nice to them, right? He would be, but as soon as you went into delusional, he give you like some people he was like low patience. Because when you talk to that many women in a night, like it's got to be, especially women that are already like want to get a gotcha. What about me? I'm the exception, right? That shit got to be taxing, Pete. But the other thing is, if you were realistic, I've seen so many conversations. She was like, I've seen women be like, wow, you know, you're being so nice. She said, no, we just having a conversation, baby. That's all. We just talking. And long as that person being real, he was real with him. You know what I mean? He was giving that uncle advice. The only thing is, we see him. He got all of this video out there, right? I mean, hundreds of hours of video. It's ridiculous how many hours he got. And people take their little small thing when they didn't see, you know, oh, I'm 5'8" and 220 pounds with a size 16 dress, and I deserve a high value man. And it's men's fault that the high value men don't want to talk to me. Like, that's the most craziest shit. Pete, what's your thoughts on that, bro?
Like I said, I knew Kevin was a G when he went after Nicki Minaj, bro.
I don't think he went after her. Like, I didn't feel like he went after her.
No, not after, but when you put it in her place. You know what I'm saying? We basically telling her, you can't be real if half you fake.
Right.
So like what you said, man. If they kept it real, we kept it real with them.
Right.
But the moment the illusion started to go out, he put them in their place.
Right. You're right. I didn't know I could edit your mic settings. Let's go back to reduce background noise. Why I keep cutting out? All right, there we go. Let's see what the gents got to say. Preston said, so basically, she's the broke back version of Stella trying to get her groove back and crack. Jimmy Dean laughed and puked in his mouth. 90s ladies, even cougars were fit. Yeah. When I lost 125 pounds, my ex-wife was losing her mind. The way women in church were carrying on, final boss for real. Yep, I'm telling you.
You know ladies was so fun.
Why, what's up?
Because they was in the club taking that ass all night. That was a form of exercise, bro. Think about it.
These women
Think
don't
about
dance
how long. Think about how long that bounce song is.
Oh man.
See? Now you know what I'm talking about.
Y'all, if y'all don't know what he talking about right now, in New Orleans, we got bounce songs, right? Yo, did you see the halftime show of the New Orleans Saints game?
Yep.
They were playing Jubilee, DJ
Jubilee.
Yeah. So they did Jubilee at halftime. Yo, they would play bounce songs, and the songs would be like 5-10 minutes long, or they'll put it on loop, and then everybody just did like. I mean, yo, 10 minutes. Sometimes they might stretch it more than 10.
You be sweaty when you finish.
Man, you was just drenched. No, not DJ Jubilee. I don't know who DJ Jimmy is.
You know who DJ Jimmy is.
Who's DJ Jimmy?
It's Jimmy. It's Jimmy. Where they at?
I know. My bad. I was like, who the hell is that? Yeah, you can tell I wasn't that big on that one. But broke the rules. How the F is it men's fault that men don't want to talk to you? Yep. Right Trust, thank you for being here tonight. It is easy with only look for women that are fit, right age, no kids, never married, sensible, and is likable. Yo, it's real easy to be that. I'm not saying, listen, I want to be careful about what I'm saying here, and I want to make it clear, gents, to all the gents. I'm not even telling women it's easy to find men. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it was never meant for women to look for their own man. That was what our job is as the men in the household, was to weed out the men for the women. That's what we used to do. That's what used to be expected, right? We try to get a feel for that dude so that we can know. Look, we know that he want to get something, but we need to know this dude's intention, how he move, what he think about. We know how to size a dude up, and it might take 1 or 2 meetings before, right? Because it's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna be cold. I ain't gonna let him in because I need to know what he about. Some dudes, some dads and brothers and everything treat you cold for a minute. They see how you respond to it because they sizing you up. Women don't know that. Oh, I like him, girl. He just make me feel so good. He do so much for me and blah blah blah. And he do what my last dude didn't do and this, that, and the third. See what I'm saying? Like they be making it on superficial shit, bro. So I'm not gonna sit here and say women got it easy finding dudes. They got it even harder because they don't have dudes finding dudes for them. And the other thing is, let me say this because I've never said this on this channel. You can't expect that, and I'm not saying this don't work in some cases, but you can't expect your gay friend to also find you a straight dude. Just saying. He might be looking too, but you can't. It's not the same. It's not the same. Because he looking at the dude for you like a girl would do it. You shaking your head. Go ahead. What you got to say, Pete?
I'll probably something crazy. I'm gonna get it out. You should have gave that one to you. Don't be surprised. If you got some crap closet going on,
yo, it took me a second. I was like, oh shit, I know where he going with this. Don't be surprised if that dude end up with your dude. Right?
Because they look for themselves and they'll be like, he perfect for you. In the back of their mind, he perfect for me too.
You say running big back. They basically get 1,000 subscribers on IG, go in public thinking they instant celebrities, resulting in inflated egos and a false sense of who they really are. Yeah, man. Listen, again, that's kind of what we talked about earlier too, because me and P said, yo, they think that they'll see people that they follow, think that bitch ain't all that cute, and then they be like, if she ain't all that, I'm better than that, so I gotta be at least that or better. So it's crazy, bro. Shout out to Don, man, Donatello. That's funny, Donatello. I think if he disconnect the phone from Bluetooth and leave it on speaker, he won't get the echo. Oh, try doing it on just speakerphone. But he ain't gonna be able to hear it. It's gonna be a feedback because my voice will come through the phone.
Is that better?
What'd you do?
I just did.
We get what he said?
What do you
Oh, see, tell me if they got echo. Pete, sorry, let's go to another one. Online famous chicks. Pete echoing like a human Grand Canyon. God dang. All right. Sorry for the spelling error. It's hard because women are always trying to throw no good women at you. That's funny. What you think about that? You think women trying to throw no good at you? Like they trying to give you the good ones.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Well, I got another one. Now this one's gonna take a look. Let me see. This next one is a story. Yep, it's about a 2-minute story. We're about to listen to a story. I'm gonna go ahead and take you.
I'm gonna come back in.
All right, sound good.
All right.
I want y'all to hear this story. This is gonna be crazy. Let me get this video ready. Now, I'm not going to even say anything to y'all, okay? This is a crazy story. I do want to hear, gents, what y'all think about this story at the end of it. I want y'all to tell me y'all think it's cold-blooded. What do y'all think? Just, it's going to be crazy, okay? I'm going to put her up on screen.
So I went on a date with this nigga. And while we was on a date, I went to the bathroom before the waitress had came. Because I had to make sure everything was okay or whatever, because I had to use the bathroom, stuff like that. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, I guess the waitress never came. So I'm waiting, and I'm like, he's like, you ready to eat? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready to order. He was like, don't worry, I already ordered for you. I said, okay, but you didn't know what I wanted. He's like, oh, I know what you like. Trust me on this. I said, okay. So the food gets there, and he has this beautiful set of 16 all flat lemon pepper hots and some french fries. And I was sitting there waiting for my food to come. He said, just wait, it's coming. So I'm looking at him eat, and I'm like, okay, can I get a fry? He was like, no, your food is coming, just wait. I waited. He finished eating his food. And after he was done, I was like, the waitress never came. He was like, don't worry, they're coming right now. So then he did like this. He did the sign like this. So when the waitress got there, she brings over the check. And I was like, I didn't do my order. He was like, no, it's fine. They're going to bring it. Don't worry. And the waitress was looking at him, and I was looking at him. And she was like, what do you want me to do? He was like, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and take the check. So when she brings back his change, he gets up. He's like, are you ready to go? I'm like, I didn't eat anything. He's like, trust me, you've had enough. Excuse me? Okay. That's why I won't be going on any dates. That's why I sit home and I eat Domino's, and I just stay to myself, because I be damn. I be motherfucking damn. Somebody try that on me again.
Yo. I don't think if that last statement she said was quite the flex that she thought it was.
I was about to say, bro. That's why she eat Domino's.
Oh, shit. I don't think that's the flex she thought. Yo. Oh, our boss said that's gangster. All right. The waitress should have brought her a bag of oats. Oh, my God. Yo. God dang. I say, God dang.
Dang.
Oh, women throw their friends at you like an FTD waiting to be caught up on and spread like Philadelphia cheese. Oh, my God, bro. That's crazy. I blame us for this. We have to start having standards in public and private. She don't need any dinner dates. She need a date with a treadmill. God dang. Hey, what is that? Shout out to Coastal Snobs for being here, man. Please tell me that's a filter. Nope, that's her. The date is the first lie. Devin said, man. Was that man? Or it was like, man. That's what it is. Man. The majority of men I've ever met were not picky at all. This could be a problem as well. That men not picky enough.
That's true. That's true.
Now it is. Now it really is, right? If women start doing this attitude thing, we all in unison just gotta be willing to cut them off. Boom, right? I'm just saying if they're being delusional, right? If a woman is being respectful, you show the respect that she's giving. You reciprocate what she's reciprocating to you. But I'm saying if you get some of this, you gotta just be like, Or you gotta be like, hey, I gotta put this back on. You gotta be like, man. She definitely needs to sue McDonald's because they effed up all the way up. Oh man.
No Domino.
Yeah, she said Domino. Hey, McDonald's too. You sure? How bad is it when women like this have egos of a 10? Yeah, right. Trust. Look, fam. That's what we've been talking about all night. I thought he was gonna order her salad and fruits for dessert. No, this dude was savage. He was like, "Yo, she about to have air pudding and wind sauce."
Hey, bro. He didn't even get her water.
Yo, you know how bad it is when somebody don't even get you a water? Like, nah, man. That like, hey, that water got too many calories in that shit. We gonna put you on that slim, slow diet, man.
Hey, see, just get a glass of ice and wait.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw that round face chick. I saw that round chick. It is a filter. You can't even tell. Wait, she got a filter on top of? Come on, bro.
Man.
Damn. Donatello says, thank you for the $2 holla, Donatello. He said, TCTUA. Tell chicks they ugly again. That's crazy. Oh. Yo, some dude, you know, Pete, I don't know if y'all remember this, if you remember this, but I'm going to tell this story because you here. But back in the day, when remember I was hanging out, well, you remember we used to make fun of the male models?
Mm-hmm.
Saratoga, we were like, look at these motherfuckers, the all-Americans. Well, then you know I started playing basketball with those dudes, right?
The Abercrombie and Fitch guys.
Yeah, we used to call them Abercrombie and Fitch. We used to call them the male models. We used to call them the all-Americans. Because I used to hang out with these dudes was like the tall, just the white, like, look, white women were fawning over these dudes. I'm talking about drooling over these dudes, right? And the crazy part about it is, Pete, that these dudes didn't even realize that women were doing that. I'd be like, yo, when I started hanging out with them, you started hanging more out in Albany.
Albany.
Out there. And then I was like, yo, them chicks over there, they, like that, she like you, man. What? Nah, you tripping. I'm like, yo, bro. And it wasn't like how we might say, yo, I think she peeping you out. No, she might as well have been like it was so obvious to me. I was like, yo, she's looking at you right now. Like, ain't no, she burning a hole. She's setting this whole area on fire the way she burning a hole through your head, right? And it was like, well, I'll go talk to her later. Like, yo, these dudes were just, they had so many women getting thrown at them. They was just kind of like, I'll catch up with it later. They was like, sometimes, right? White boys are funny because they were like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to her. She fat. I'm looking, yo, to us, Pete, they were like, yo, this chick is skinny as hell. Like, she need to go eat a little bit. And these dudes was like, yeah, she fat. I'm like, yo, wait, that's fat? So I was like, hold up. What about her right there? Oh yeah, she a chubber. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, so these are the kind of dudes that I was playing ball with, right? The one thing I gotta say, when you hang out with white boys like that, when they do have somebody that's unattractive to come talk to them, like, they will, yo, you need to go lose some weight before you come over here, man. White boys was ruthless up there, bro. And I'm talking about,
they was like brutal.
They was brutal as hell, bro. I'm like, yo, it's some of the meanest shit. Like, women think we be mean. Yo, the all American white boys, listen to them, the way they talk to girls. Like, let's get that cellulite off your legs. You can't talk to me that cottage cheese. Like, yo, they are so cruel. Like, and it be
Like,
beautiful ass women.
is that your front teeth for real?
Yeah, bro. They be like, what make you think you could come over and talk to me, man? Like, yo, they just brutal. But they can't talk to women. That's the craziest thing. They didn't have a problem dissing women. They didn't know how to talk to them. Bro, if I'm lying, I'm fine. Am I not lying about like the dudes I used to hang out with?
You telling the honest truth. Because when I came back to San Antonio,
Back, yeah.
and I was like, hey, Shaun, what about her? You like, she fat. I'm like, nigga, what? What are you talking about?
I wasn't that bad.
Nah, you wasn't that bad. But you picked up traits, though. You picked up traits, though.
It's hard not when you hang out with them type of dudes, bro. It's hard because they so like they were so judgmental, bro. It made you relook at how you because then the thing is, let's say, here's the other part to it. If I got judgmental, I'm gonna tell you why. Because the other thing was, let's say you wind up talking to a chick that they thought was busted. Well, they didn't want that chick hanging around them because then now you got a busted ass looking chick hanging around them, bro. Please, no one judge me. I'm just telling you the logic of the way they think. And I'm saying these were some beautiful, like, bro, you know some of the women up there were gorgeous ass women. These would be like at least, 6s, 7s, 8s. Some even higher than that.
Nah, some was 10s, bro.
Okay, you're right. Some was straight 10s. It was never seen anything like it, right? Just, because we live near a college.
Yep.
At the college up there. What was it called? Fuck, I can't remember the name. It went co-ed before we moved up there, though. It didn't used to be co-ed. It used to be co-ed.
What was the name
of it? Anyway, the point is, it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. You say you FaceTiming through a potato. What? They don't realize you're in a car right now.
I am on duty.
Yeah. Dude was probably thinking, looking like that, she got unused and untapped reserves for years. Talk about this chick right here. Calling a fat person fat is not an insult.
Hey, I agree with that 100%. We done got too sensitive.
Huh?
We done got too sensitive in this world, man. You fat.
Yo, hey, one of them chicks on Kevin Samuels thing. V said for real. Talk about it. Good God, Lil Kim. Jason, shout out to you, Jason boy. All right. I got one more video for y'all tonight. We're gonna get up out of here. Right at the 2-hour mark. That's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, that's good for me.
All right, perfect. I want y'all to hear this conversation between this dude and this woman.
I can't agree with you.
Okay, it's about a minute and a half. We'll let it roll. I want y'all to hear this conversation real quick. I left this toward the end because women nowadays, here's one of the problems, and this is what you just talked about. P, you said you agree, and I think it was V who said it, right? Who was it? That said basically, if you call someone fat, who said that one? Oh, it was up there a little bit. God damn it. But basically, if you calling somebody what they are, even if it might sting a little bit, sometimes that'd be the catalyst we need to change. Maybe I'm insensitive, but when people tell me something, if I don't believe it to be true, then I just go about my business, right? For me, you can call me whatever you want. If I don't believe it, I'm just gonna keep it stepping. Or I might think about it for a little bit, but I'm like, all right, All right, watch. I'm gonna be better. All right, I'm gonna get better. That's what it do. Most of the dudes in this chat, most of the dudes you talk to, the ones that like kind of know some shit now, then been dissed, been rejected. And what happened? The rejection either makes you weaker or it make you get your game tighter, or it make you just don't care. Problem with modern women today is that anything that you tell them, they can't handle the truth. Again, it's the cognitive dissonance the cognitive dissonance that is happening. When you tell them and present them with something new, they can't change it. And it's just like, yo, I'm just telling you some real shit and you can't even accept the truth. It's kind of what I feel about this conversation that I'm about to show y'all in this last clip, okay? I want y'all to hear it. Passionate Queen, you were describing a grown boy, not a grown man. There is a difference, young lady. Yeah. White men can be mean and blunt as hell. Oh, hell yeah, they were. Hey, 92 Dolo, great to have you here tonight, bro. He said, that's why you only deal with women that get on your program and follow your leadership. Yeah. And if y'all notice, gents, if y'all notice, there's a pattern I've been showing y'all. I've been showing y'all a pattern, or I've been showing y'all a couple of videos where it's like, talk to women that like you. Talk to women that's going to show you that they like you. Not the ones that's sitting here telling you to your face they don't like you. Anytime you got these women talking about buying their groceries just to talk to them, she don't like you. She don't even know you. Grown men have standards. What is wrong with that? First of all, shout out to that fucking Florida Lee right there, right?
Yeah, boy.
504. Call me with the F you want as long as you add Mr. in front. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to this last clip, bro.
I can't agree with you saying, "Ooh, I look fine today. Let me post it for the world to see." Because what are you posting it for? To get that attention. It's as simple as that. There's no other reason to post. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this. If a dude tell y'all, you can post the same stuff you've been posting. Post whatever you want. But make your page private and delete all males off your page that's not family member. How would you feel about a dude saying that?
That's controlling.
So you would think he tripping?
Yes, that's controlling.
You would think he tripping?
I would. I'm not gonna.
So
Narcissistic.
Okay. They just said they posting for themselves. They doing it just because it look good. They just said it's not no unloyal aspect to this. But when we take males out of the equation, you the bad guy. But before you take them out of the equation, they just posting for themselves. It can't be for y'all sales, and it can't be just because you feel good, because I'm still saying, babe, post it. Baby, do your thing. Post whatever you want to post, however many times you want to post it. Let's just take the men that might pose a threat to our relationship or trying to get in between what we got going. Let's take them out the picture. Now I'm tripping. So don't they click in y'all head that, maybe I'm not just doing it just for me, or maybe I'm not just doing it just because I feel good. Can we agree to that now?
I still can't.
We can't agree to that.
Message. Yo, P. Let me get you up on screen. Oh, that's crazy work. All right, let me scoot over. Thoughts, bro. Thoughts. You on mute?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you already know how I feel about this one. This one caused me divorce. Because you know that my ex-wife had to have a fan club. And my whole thing is, if you need a fan club, I ain't the one for you. You understand?
You know what? You just made me think about something I never had a chance to think about with that. You know how her relationship was with her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then she wanted to post like that to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
See the correlation I'm trying to, you see what I'm trying to draw here?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I never thought about that shit.
I thought about it after, you know.
Yeah. I'm saying, obviously it's not, I thought about the other surface stuff. I'm saying, hearing you say that now, I'm like, yo, that's a daddy thing.
Yeah, it is. She needed a lot of male attention. But it was It was side put on. I'm just posting this for me. I don't care who like it. Nah, it ain't that. It was something that she needed in her to see these men comment.
It's something she needed to know.
Exactly.
You said it.
And I meant it too. You know how our lifestyle was.
You know what? One thing I gotta say, I gotta give my girl credit. It's not that she don't have social media, but she don't post. You know, I gotta say, if anything, it'd be a picture of her and be a picture of her and her family. So
and my girl is total 360 compared to Max West.
You mean
I
180?
kind of gotta make her post stuff.
You mean 360 go back around to the same circle? 180.
Well, 180, whatever it is. She ain't that much.
You don't want a 360. You don't want her to turn around.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm happy where I'm at.
Fair enough.
I gotta talk to you about that too after the show.
Yeah, we'll holler at each other. Listen, I left this one for last because one of the things that we said earlier was, or at least we talked about, was part of the reason that we're seeing this delusion and like, oh, everybody's a 10 or all these women think they're 10s or whatever. This shit don't stink. It's because of social media. And the dude in the clip just had proved that they need that attention. So that would tell me, right? If 1 and 1 is 2 and 2 and 2 is 4, okay? If I had to deduce and put my Sherlock Holmes on, okay? Put my Sherlock Holmes on. It seems to me, okay? And my brothers in the chat, I need y'all to testify if you agree. But it seems to me, if what was said in that thing proves that these women aren't looking for other women to post or whatever, they need that male validation, then it would seem to me one of the criteria that you would have for a woman that you talking to or you gonna get serious with knows that she ain't posting like that on social media. Am I wrong? Think about what we just heard in this video. Think about what we just heard in this video. Just on that alone, that would say, yo, I need to know what her social media presence is. Because right there, that told me everything. Now you'd be like, well, not every woman is posting for dudes, but these women couldn't even agree on what the dude said. And even when he said, hey, can't we just agree? Let me put us back on screen. Can't we just agree that, hey, y'all looking for some type of male validation? And they couldn't even agree after he proved it. So to me, it'd be like, gents, if you're going to talk to a woman to know the chances of y'all success, you need to know what her relationship is to social media. You got to. At least that's what I deduce. What y'all think?
I'm going to say it like this. Being a garden has now translated to being a social media garden. It's still the same thing.
Yep. Let's see what the gents say real quick there, P. Don says, told a homegirl that they wanted temporary validation over a long-term relationship and wonder why they can't get married. That's crazy. That it makes total sense. They would rather keep the social media validation over validation from their own man. And don't get me wrong, gents. This is something that, like, listen, I'm in the Kevin Samuels school. If there's something that we need to talk about, we're going to talk about it on this channel. Whether y'all agree, dislike what I got to say or not. You can't have a woman and not give her some level of attention. That's just facts. Now, the amount of attention she get, she needs to understand that if she want a hard-working dude, then sometimes you got to go do what you got to do. That's just the way it is. Because even they say they want that. Yo, I want a dude that's making this and doing this, or you know, to some extent that you are a self-sufficient man. You can't tell me a dude doing that and then all of his time is tied up on a woman or even one woman. So if we can agree on that, then we also have to agree that getting this temporary validation from other people is detrimental to the relationship, especially when, well, your man is a man. He got shit and other responsibilities. He ain't gonna be able to be there. So if you're getting it from other places, how's that supposed to work? You know what I'm saying? We're in a conundrum right now, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys are going to see the real image of her. She was using AI to look like that. That's crazy. In all seriousness, TSG, what the F is this world coming to when Miss Piggly Wiggly thinks she deserves a six-figure man when she needs Jenny Craig and Planet Fit?
Man.
Ooh, press never going. Notice how men are everything in the book, but they lose their minds when you call them manipulative. Yeah, but they call us manipulative because they call us manipulative when we trying to tell them right. But if we call them manipulative for shit they actually doing, they say we're gaslighting them. Come on, bro. I told y'all, bro. I'm gonna call out these double standards all the time. If I gotta make a fucking 1,000 videos about it, I'm gonna call it out. That's just what it is. I got to. I watch a chain video of women say that they'd rather be with a scammer and a cheater than with a man that makes 60K a year. Yet, I put out a video where they would rather be a side chick to an NBA dude than be with an average dude making 60. And 60 not even average, right? 50 is
40,
more average.
average.
And she looked at 60 like 60. Now here's the thing. I saw this in the comments of another of that same video, but it's the truth. One of the gents said in the comments, he said 60,000 to a single man is like a dude having 100,000 with a family. And I was like, yo, that's the truth. Because that dude can afford his own place, his car, all right. He probably gonna be low key, right? Look, I don't play video games the way I used to, but I play a couple. I got a couple. You know what I do? I don't golf anymore, right? Just because it's hot as hell out here, and it's a very expensive habit. But I still got my golf game, so I like give me a little drink, set up my little tee time, and I golf in the living room. You know what I mean? Like I'm on the tee. I'm looking at these beautiful greens, and bro, peace. And even me and my lady, man, we like to watch like Suits together. We're watching another show called Franklin and Bash. Bro, it's got Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. He's a lawyer, bro. It's like Franklin and Bash. Cool little show, bro. I like lawyers.
He on another show? Because you on another show called Found.
Well, no. Franklin and Bash came out like in 2011.
Oh, okay.
But it's on Netflix.
Gotcha.
But it's a cool little show. Anyway, we be watching our little show. We be chilling, bro. I'm telling you, bro, like, that's peace. That's peace when you can sit with somebody, y'all laugh together. She and I go and we go out to a restaurant, have sushi, and drink our sake, and watch movies together. Bro, we just be chilling. That's peace, bro. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And I wish that for all of y'all. I do. And I talked about that in today's, I made a video for my members. So for the price of a cup of coffee, or you could become a member of this channel, and I do members only videos. I've been trying to do at least one a week. I've been putting out more members videos and stuff like that. Plus you get early access to videos when I put them out early. But I appreciate my members. Thank you so much. And I'm just gonna start turning like I did today. I got back from the gym. I turned on the camera out on my patio, and I told you all a couple stories. Bro, that's what I'm gonna start doing. So if you're a member, eventually what I want to do is get my little mini camera and go to the gym and show y'all the workout. Okay. Show y'all the beast workout. P, ain't my workout. P, ain't my workout a beast?
Yeah, I just said that.
My workout a beast, man.
That shit hurt.
You know what's messed up, P? I'm gonna say this, and don't judge me. And I told this to my girl recently too. I love the pain. I love the pain of working out. Like now I'm like addicted to it. Like I get an adrenaline rush when I'm hurting doing the fucking workout, bro. Like it's I'm at a whole like another fucking level with it right now, bro.
Psychotic.
The burn, bro. I love it. Today I was doing a machine and I was doing like 120-pound curls, and the burn. I got up, I shook my arms, I got back, I tried to hit it again. I was just like, bro, I'm so addicted. Bro, it's just amazing. But here's the thing: I only do six. I do it like this. I do 6 exercises, and I'm out.
Brother man, fifth flow.
Yeah, brother man on the 5th floor. Hey, don't judge me, man. I've had a couple of drinks, okay? I'm feeling good. I agree. Hey, Matrix, man, great to see you. I agree. Women want validation from strangers online and want this 666 man while having this ideal man only exists in their minds. Modern women are doomed. Yep. You know what's funny? You know the Bible talks about 666 falling for the 666, and it's the number of man, and we said that it's a man who has the 3 6s, 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 figures. Anyway, sorry to bring it down, but you know, women need to understand that guys that are approaching are the best guys that they can get. Water seeks its own level. Wake up. That is a goddamn. Hey,
that's hard.
That's on point. And most men understand that. Most men get rejected enough that you start understanding what's your level. And then you just, that's who you talk to. Because when you start seeing it, that's what you go after.
Because you got to think. When we was younger, you would scan the club and be like, yep, right there.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it kind of go with what we say all the time. That's one of Marcus's girls. Right? Water seeking its own levels. So even my own family be clowning me because they be like, you like them exotic women. I'm like, what? Where do y'all get that from? But the people in Louisiana, type of women I used to go for be exotic. I don't know. I don't know what that is. To me, they just like regular girls. I don't know. What? Oh man, Negro, please.
you like alligators.
Oh man. I'm done talking to you. Especially if you see it keep happening over and over again. Yep. These people couldn't wake up even if they were drowning in their own misery. Major says, notice that, Shaun. Yeah. Pain makes you stronger. Yes, it does. The 6'6" man is what women want. Crazy work. It is. It really is. All right, Pete. Any last words for the gents before we get up out here?
I want to have them, bro. Great show. You know what I'm saying? Everything on point. I love the comments. Jesus starting out tonight. And we just gonna keep rolling.
All right. Listen, this is what I got to say. One of the things that I think that we learned, especially with that last video, is that if you're gonna talk to a woman, get to know her, you got to know what her social media like. If you're gonna be serious, you got to know what her social media life is like. It's kind of like knowing what a woman's social media is like what it used to be. You got to go get to know her family first, right? You got to go see her, which is still one of the things you got to do, because you got to know how the women in her family is, her relationship with the men in her family, if there's any men in the family. Because I'm going to tell you, at this point in time, we had cold red. When I mean cold red, at this point, you almost hope she got dudes in her family that you got to get sized up against. Because at least you know, like, okay,
You raised right.
there's some normality here, right? I gotta prove who I am to these dudes. That almost reminds me of what I just told y'all about being in the gym and loving the pain. Loving the pain tells me I'm gonna get the growth that I need later. Going through her family and the dudes in her family and them getting to know you and you knowing them and them being able to evaluate who you are to their girl, to their, family member, that's the pain you want. Because that tests whether that show they got men that care about her, a relationship that she have with them, and then they get to have that relationship with you. And if it's one of mutual respect, that is a beautiful thing. And it's so rare nowadays, right? So that's one thing. And then the social media thing is, if she needs validation offline, and then she thinks she's ready for a relationship. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Right? Talking to a woman, men have to know how much baggage she's carrying. That's the other part of it. You got to know the baggage. And listen, you can't just like open the closet door and be like, oh, this don't look that bad. No.
You got
That's
search.
shit, gents. This 2025. You got to pull that shit out and see what's behind all that stuff. You got to pull it all out. You got to pull it out. You're like, oh man, okay. Wait, it was looking neat, but now they shut like this. Huh?
That's like going in her room and her bed made all nice. And then you look under the bed, they got a whole bunch of shit under there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, or there's a bunch of junk underneath the bed. You're like, yo,
With a big cookie bags and all kinds of shit under there.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you the other thing too. You walk in a chick house and the shit ain't clean, just walk right the fuck out.
Just walk out.
Just gents, just walk out. Walk the hell out. Because if you a woman and your shit messy, that is, look, and we're not even talking about, I said this many times, and many of you gents agree. We may not be the neatest, but like we gonna keep our shit neat, right? Ain't gotta be spotless or immaculate or nothing like that, but just neat. Yo, bro, you go to a woman's house and she not even just neat, bro. Red flag on the plate.
As my grandma used to say, if the kitchen ain't clean, neither is the coochie.
Yo, that's some old school shit.
That's what my grandma used to say, bro.
Bro. Okay. I said something on the channel you wasn't on one of these times. I talked about like some friends I had when I was younger. You get thirsty, go get some water at night, and you cut on the fucking light to the kitchen, and the whole fucking kitchen moved because of the roaches. Yo, you should see the bumps that was on my skin, bro. Like, I was like, oh my God.
And that always be your favorite cousin house to go sleep by too.
Bro, you be like, man, my mom was like, yo, you just complain about all them roaches. Why you keep going over there? I was like, because it's fun over there. She's like, but you don't like roaches. I'm like, yeah, but it's boring over here. And you won't let them come over here. She's like, hell no, they ain't coming to my house.
You'll bring them roaches with them.
And bring them over here. Now they got them in their shoes. Pirates. Yeah, these girls say I'm too tall. It's funny. Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to you, Electrics, man. Thanks for being here tonight. Funny thing is, tall women don't want to be with short men, and short men don't want to be with short women. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh. I'm 6'10". I can find girls over 6 feet tall, so I just stopped looking all these girls so short. See, you know what's crazy? I've only dated less than a handful of women that's been like what I consider tall. I'm talking about 5'10" or taller, right? One of the stories I told today, P, about the on my members only video was about Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Why you had to make that sound? Yo, I was on the phone. I was on the phone with you when I was talking. We were talking about. I was talking about Olivia, and we broke up. And she happened to be at the door listening at the little log cabin house.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hey, they don't believe me, bro. Like my gents don't believe me, bro.
Was that the time she took off running through the field and shit?
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy. If you are a member to the channel, you'll hear part of that story. Well, you'll hear not that story. I said in that video, I said in the members only video, if you want to hear the full story, let me know in the comments and I'll tell that story in another members only video. What I told them was how bad it was. And then I got to see her later on when I moved back. That little period of time when I was single, when it was split, and I got to see her again. And that wench called me evil. You believe that? Just because I didn't want to because I wasn't fawning over her. I was like, oh, yeah. Anyway, that's it. You get to hear part of that story in the members only video today. So
that led to the witch story.
That was way before the witch.
No, I'm saying that's going to lead.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be a good story to tell them too. Hey, for the members, if you become a member, I'll tell you all these stories. Cause I got some stories. I even tell you P's role in the witch story. Hey, we should actually link up and then do like I can record us talking about it and then I'll make that a video for the members. That'd be cool, bro. Cause he warned me. He's like, Shaun, she's a witch. Like, yeah, but then like, no, son, no. She's a literal witch. She just said that shit. She got a spell book right there in a pentagram. We got to get the fuck out here. Like, P was like, yo, we got to go. And
we was sitting on the sofa, and I'm looking around, and I see black candles and shit. I'm like, hey, bro, we gotta go.
No, what's even funnier about that shit is I was the one that was the prude and the religious one. P wasn't even about that shit. He was like, yo, we got to go. Ain't you a Christian? Wow. P was like, ain't you a Christian? We got to get out of here. Yo,
you know me, I would never admit when I'm scared, but I was a little shook that night, bro. I gotta get out of here. I'm from New Orleans. I don't do that kind of shit.
You was like, I think she put a spell on you.
I still believe that.
Because there's no way your ass is still here right now. I'm going to catch a couple comments. We'll leave. Izzy in the house. I must have missed that one. Tall women make me nervous. It's an eye-to-eye thing. I don't have a problem with tall women. They just don't like me like that. And the few I've dated, it's just been like, I don't know. This is exactly why I'm single. See, now I'm at the point now where I'm like, I got it right here.
I got it.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna get up out of here. All right, Pete. Great having you. Thank you for coming through tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Out. Where am I at? Funny. This is exactly why I'd rather keep a clean house and a dirty casino poker player, playing poker than solitary games. Yeah. Well, for me, it's like a 5'10" guy dating a 5'0" girl, and that's for a 6-foot girl. I hate having to break my neck. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'm 6'2" and still feel short. Yo, I tell people this all the time. I'm like, when you're tall, your whole perspective, your whole life is you're always looking slightly down or you're looking down. And when you do it long enough, when you're always like taller throughout the years, your perspective is always looking down. So I say this all the time. I never know I'm tall until I'm around other tall people. When I look at them, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like them. So real quick story, and we got to get out of here. When I lived in Seattle, the first time, I was in a club called Club Roxo down in Seattle, right by the water. And it was like a hip hop club. You dressed up real nice. I wish P was here for this story because he loved Club Roxo. He was like, yo, you got us in the spot, son. Anyway, so I'm there one night and the Cleveland Cavaliers played the Seattle Supersonics. That's how long ago that was, right? It was LeBron James's rookie season. And they were playing the Seattle Supersonics. And they came up to Seattle, and he and the Cleveland Cavaliers, sorry about that, y'all, was in Club Roxo, okay? And he was 19 years old at the time. I was like 25 or something like that, right? And he's up against the bar, and it was like the team was kind of surrounding him. But I actually walked up and I shook LeBron James, 19-year-old LeBron James. I shook his hand. And I even talked to Robert Tractor Trailer. He used to play down in New Orleans, right? When the New Orleans were not the Pelicans, they were the Hornets. But he left and went to Cleveland. And I said, yo, what's up? What's up with New Orleans? He was like, man, F New Orleans. I was like, yo, bro, watch yourself. I know you bigger than me. I said, what happened? He's like, man, they did me wrong. I said, you know what? Enough said. You know, they're like, you know what? That's fine. Because they had just gotten a basketball team. They were still learning what they were doing with the New Orleans Hornets. You know what I mean? But anyway, my point of this story is to say this. I'm talking to the Cavalier players. Now, at the time, I'm 6'3", 6'4". I'm looking around. Oh, when I shook LeBron James' hand, even though he's 6'8", I didn't feel like he was much taller than me, right? I feel like, yeah, he was probably like taller than me like this. But when I looked at him, his eye level just felt like it was slightly above, where I'm just looking here, right? Which might be true with whatever, right? He actually had hair at the time and stuff like that. The point being is I'm talking to the Cavaliers. I look around the club and I'm like, yo, I'm tall like these guys. So what do I do? What does 25-year-old Shaun do? That whole night, I was like, yeah, I play for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's my team over there. I play with them. What do you do? I'm a guard. I'm a rookie guard. I play on the bench, whatever, Yo, I use that as my go-to line that whole night. I swear. I'm like, yeah, I'm a guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm right now I'm on the bench because they got LeBron James. They just drafted him. So, he's the golden child, if you will. All right, gents. I appreciate y'all. Let me catch a couple more comments. A Christian and addicted to horoscopes don't make sense either. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I look down like all the way down, but I'm from West Virginia, so I'm very paranoid. So I look at everyone as I walk around. I got you, brother. A Christian and a witch don't mix. Nah, it was bad. Don't ever date a witch. Yeah, I learned that the hard way, Preston, but thank you so much for the advice. That would never happen again, okay? I'm also good where I'm at. It's 22.5. You got to do a deep search. Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah. All right, I already read that. All right. Thank you all for being here tonight. I should have a video out. I'm trying to do, I don't know if y'all noticed. I'm very disappointed, okay, gents? My video on Aisha Curry didn't do well. Y'all watched it. The people that watched it for a while, right? But it didn't get that love, okay? I'm going to tell y'all that these reaction style videos, they're coming. I'm going to keep them going because they're easier to make. So it's easier for me to get more videos out. So if y'all not following me on Instagram, I'm TSG UNCUT, okay? Follow me on Instagram. If you have clips you want to send me, there's a number of y'all that already send me clips. Keep sending me clips if it's good clips. Hey, it might be one of the ones I use in a future video. It might be a topic that I use on one of my videos. It helps me too, okay? Something that you think is worth talking about. Follow me on TSG UNCUT on Instagram, and then I'll see if I can use that story. All right. Anyway, thank you. What P said, yeah. All right, gents. Yeah, don't date no witches. All right. All right, gents. Until next time, live your best life.